Okay, welcome to another episode of Black Atlas Goings On. My name is Kenny, aka Black Atlas, and today we are doing another recipe in the Ninja Foodi. We are going to be doing garlic shrimp with Risotto Primavera. No idea what any of that means, but hopefully it tastes good. I mean, that's what it all comes down to. Does it taste good? Okay, so as normal, we are going to go ahead and go through the ingredients one by one, and then we are going to go ahead and go through these steps one by one. As you can see, there are plenty of ingredients here. So I'll be right back with you, and we'll go over them. Okay, so we have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then we have 1 small onion, diced. Then we have 4 cloves of garlic, minced. Then we have 3 teaspoons of kosher salt. Then we have 5½ cups of chicken or vegetable stock. I use chicken stock. Then we have 2 cups of arborio rice. And then we have 16 uncooked jumbo shrimp. They may look red. They are some sort of other shrimp that were there in jumbo at my local Walmart. I think it was like, let me take a look here. Raw Argentine red shrimp. So, yeah, that's why they're red. Okay. And then we have 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, ½ teaspoon of crushed red peppers, 2 tablespoons of butter, juice of 1 lemon, 1 bunch of asparagus cut to 1-inch pieces, and then 1½ cups of grated Parmesan cheese. So that is all of the ingredients. So what we're going to do is get all of the ingredients moved and start going through these steps one by one. Okay, so we have gone over all of the ingredients. Next, we are going to start here. Step 1 says to select sear saute. And set to medium high. And then stop. And allow to preheat for 5 minutes. So I will see y'all in about 5 minutes. Okay, so step number 2 says add 1 tablespoon of oil and the onion to the pot. Saute until softened about 5 minutes. And then add half the garlic and cook until fragrant about 1 minute. Season with 2 teaspoons of salt. So let's go ahead and add 1 of these tablespoons. And then add the onion. And we're going to let that roll for about 5 minutes. Okay, so we did go ahead and add the oil and the onions, and now it says add half the garlic and cook until fragrant, about 1 minute, and then season with 2 teaspoons of salt. So here's the garlic. It's about half the garlic. And let's go ahead and stir this for about a minute until it becomes fragrant. And then it says season with 2 teaspoons of salt. And then it says add stock and rice to the pot. Assemble the pressure lid, making sure the pressure release valve is in the seal position. I'm going to stir this up before I put the pressure lid on. Pressure lid is assembled. And we are going to go ahead, and it is in the seal position. We are going to go ahead and select pressure and leave it on high. Set the time to 7 minutes. And then select start stop to begin. And that's going to build up pressure. And it says, while rice is cooking, toss shrimp in the remaining oil, garlic, salt, garlic powder, black pepper, and crushed red pepper in a mixing bowl. So let's go ahead and do that. I just put in the oil and the garlic. Let me go ahead and mix that around. And then I'll start dropping these seasonings in one by one as I'm stirring. Here's the salt. And you know what? I'll throw the pepper in there with the salt. Now I'll mix this. And then I'll throw in the garlic powder and the crushed red pepper. And then after that, it says, when pressure cooking is complete, allow pressure to naturally release for 10 minutes. Then after 10 minutes, quick release remaining pressure by moving. Yeah, we know how to do that. So I will see y'all when this is done and it has pressure released. And I will get these, I guess, in the refrigerator or maybe somewhere. We'll see. Okay, so it has been about 10 minutes now. And it says, after 10 minutes, quick release remaining pressure. Okay, so the next step says to stir the butter, lemon juice, and asparagus into the rice until evenly incorporated. Let's go ahead and stir the rice first. All right, let's go ahead and get the asparagus in there. The butter. And the lemon juice. And while I'm stirring that, the next step says place the reversible rack inside the pot over the risotto, making sure the rack is in the higher position, and then place the shrimp on the rack. Alright, so here we are at step number 8. It says to place the reversible rack inside the pot over the risotto, making sure the rack is in the higher position, and then place the shrimp on the rack. Went ahead and did that. And next it says close the crisping lid. Had to turn it off from the keeping warm. Okay, close the crisping lid, and then we're going to go ahead and turn it back on and select broil and set time to 8 minutes and select start stop. It says when cooking is complete, remove rack from the pot, stir Parmesan into the risotto and top with the shrimp and Parmesan and serve immediately. Okay, so we'll see y'all when this is done. Okay, so The next step says, actually the last step says, when cooking is complete, remove the rack from the pot, stir the Parmesan into the risotto, and then top with shrimp and Parmesan and serve immediately. So let's go ahead and get that done, get the shrimp out and into a container for right now so I can get this Parmesan inside the risotto. And these shrimp look amazing. Okay, we have some out, and let's go ahead and go in for that taste test. I'll taste the risotto first, then I'll taste the shrimp, then I'll taste them both together. That's pretty good. There's definitely a kick in there from the pepper. There's a lot of pepper on those shrimp, but it's pretty good. It all works. It all goes together, and it's delicious. Yeah, there was a lot of ingredients. So if you do try this at home, put it down in the comments and let me know how it turned out for you. With all that being said, this has been garlic shrimp with risotto primavera in the Ninja Foodi. And my name is Kenny, aka Black Atlas. And make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything to do any of those, but it helps out the channel immensely. And last but not least, until the next video, I'll catch y'all on the flip side.